Welcome to your magical moon message. We are at the conclusion of Sagittarius season. I like how it started off with a wildfire allegation round. Everyone was just getting accused of stuff. Anyway, I hope you don't think it's over. We just getting started. We had the full moon in Gemini, ladies and gentlemen. The full moon in Gemini showed us our true vision of where we're getting ready to ascend into in our lives and existences, individually and as a collective. In fact, before I start, thank you once again, like the synchros, thank you once again for your unfailing support. The vision of us as a team is coming together. I know I've been talking about meetup tours. Please know that it's a thing. I just respect the process too. I'm not gonna rush it, but that is the next stage we're at. As a collective community support group, gang. We're really a gang though. Infinity gang. Holla at your boy. So, yeah. Actually doing like meetups and events, that's actually my mission. Like my goal as a part, if I'm gonna apply this vision, right? My goal, thankfully Sag is sextile my North Node in Aquarius. So this vision aligns with my destiny. My destiny mission, aka goal, is to locate each and every single one of you who have supported me, who currently support me, who are, down for the ride, because we ride at dawn. And my mission is to meet every single one of you. I'm going to get a special phone and I'm going to force you to put your number on my phone. And I'm going to see how many real people I can actually meet, connect with. This is going to establish a base with which we can just do events alternating within town, and this is how we'll really grow community of course, the gang of limitless infinity heirs, because you know what it is. So it's gonna be a lot of fucking fun, because I already know the people who have been supporting me have taught me about quality over quantity, and it's really, I'm really grateful for every single one of you who let me know how dope these magic moon messages are for you and how I help assist in your life as your NPC and fellow magician. The donations are invaluable. Once again, whether you're doing $1, $10, $11, $20, like just you thinking of me like that and hooking me up, it's really priceless. It's priceless is your support. I hate if that sounds kind of cliche or corny, but I really do thank you. So yes, we had this full moon in Gemini, y'all, which helped you understand what your vision truly looks like. It literally adjusted your vision so you understood what it is that you want to see. What is the vision that you are now harvesting to move towards? And we harvested deeper feeling, which with this psychic understanding transformed our awareness of this vision. And then we strengthened the courage of seeing that vision in its full glory with the moon in Leo. And now we are completing the Sag transit post 270 degrees relative to now seeing what this vision is and coming into the true meaning of it. Then we analyzed how it is we can strategically achieve this vision. Achievements, 10th house signature, 270 degrees. You have downloaded the analytical understanding of the stratagem and strategy moon needed to ascend your philosophical direction, your philosophy, your spirit, your ascension process, your transformation into godhood, A lot of these facets are going to be more real than just conceptual than ever. And the subtlety of a vibration like Virgo, which is literally under your nose, is going to now be made fertile with the direction of the moon in Libra. It's the new moon in Sagittarius that now we're applying the strategy of how to, in a week from now, blast off during the new moon in Sag. It is going to be super exciting. Very dramatic. A lot of twists and reveals. Unless you read the manga. If you read the manga, none of this shit is going to be like all the people who are getting surprised right now once again, like, oh my gosh, this person's getting exposed. This person's getting exposed. You didn't read the manga, dog. You watch the anime. The animes go deviate from the source material. They finessed you. And now, you know, all the people who read the manga, they know what's up. They know what's coming next. Find you a manga reader. It is essential. These people are calling it out. If you see somebody predicting stuff, they read the manga. Okay, you know how the manga comes out before the anime. Yeah. So, shout out to y'all, because this is where you get to apply all that wisdom and expertise. Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. Once the moon goes into Scorpio, we're transcending the wisdom of our perspective, because if you are awakening a limitless quality of evolution that will apply itself now during this transit and literally make obsolete old ways of thinking and seeing things. And a lot of that is dependent on this moon in Libra. So the moon in Libra is, one, an Aquarius signature. It is the understanding of artistry and the bridge and connection to now link your vision to everyone who it belongs. Get this, you just strategized how to achieve your vision. Now the moon in Libra is helping you understand and bring together the team of astronauts that you're going to blast off with. Oh, the South Node is here. So now this is a team of astronauts you are destined to blast off with and achieve groundbreaking history with. It's that kind of feeling where you all don't realize that you're all about to make history together in the way that you're being drawn together. I think a classic example of this, which is amazing, shout out to Josie, Queen Goddess right there, Sag Queen. Okay, she has a broadcast channel, and if you think about a broadcast channel, it's very 11th house. It's like a lot of us watching a message and we're kind of interacting with it. So like, it's Sagittarius season. I wake up this morning to a broadcast message from a Sagittarius, and the message is saying, you know, your art, but the timelines have collapsed. I'm paraphrasing like a mug, but she says something to the effect of the old timeline has collapsed, the new timeline is here. Something to the effect of, even if you don't feel it right now, we're still moving into it. And a lot of this is referencing that new moon in Sag, the moon on the South Node, which is kind of literally eclipsing 10 years worth of that old timeline. So it was just very, shout out to you, Josie. It was a very reassuring message to wake up to on a moon in Libra, especially because it is still, I'm using that as an example, but it's still like a representation of you being connected or chosen to this 11th house circle. All right. And don't necessarily dismiss experiences or messages like that. You're going to be understanding the character of artists and the artistic nature of, you know, true character in people that align with your vision, that are literally destined to help take you there, and vice versa. That clash with elements of your behavior so that this could be addressed, but kind of accept that even if there are certain things you don't agree with, you can agree to disagree, and as is the theme of Libra, compromise. But the North Node's in Aries, so don't make sure that you're compromising too much, that you sacrifice who you are and your authenticity. Other than that, you want to be super excited. Venus is in Scorpio, so after its Saturn trine, this is now the next part of this message that's going to be very controversial. a lot of what worked in the past, a lot of what worked in the industry, a lot of what got people to where they are now, a lot of what people had to do underhandedly or proudly to get to where they were, the shit doesn't work anymore. And that's kind of back to the line of the old timeline is over. So a lot of this was socially oriented. Now we're socially distancing. Back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, even the 90s, we had very relevant outer planets going through the social signs, going through Leo. We had the Pluto through Leo and Virgo tour all the way through the 60s. Then Pluto went through Libra and Scorpio through the 90s. And then we had Saturn through the 2010s, go through the socials. And like, it's barren now. Okay, so it's now a whole nother group of people who might have been anti that, who are more individual in nature, who don't really go out like that. These are the new leaders. And it's going to be very uncomfortable to people who may have set the trends, to people who may have been used to getting a certain level of attention. And it may be uncomfortable for some of you who aren't used to this attention. You're probably pushing it away, and you're going to have to stop pushing it away because it's inevitable. The nodes have chosen you, especially if you're Aries rising. You are now in this principle of individuality that is anti-establishment in society. Not in a rebel without a cause way, but in a way that puts in check any corruption in said establishments with your authenticity to actually speak up or take action against it or put it in check. The way it will put you in check if you go out of line. So this is where this transit coming into the blast off is going to bring a rapid acceleration of all the, if we think of Libra too as a trendsetter, as Aquarius is a trendsetter, but Libra makes things popular. It's that axis of presentation, polish, beauty, social, like think fashion, art. So we're taking a departure to a lot of the themes. People are more sober than ever. They're disillusioning about a lot of what they made hot, what they made popular, and why it's toxic as fuck, or why it's not even really that cool, or why maybe back then it was for the moment, but we're getting ready to move in a quite literally opposite or new direction. So this is going to look like sudden, like success coming out of nowhere, attention coming out of nowhere. For those of you who resonate with things not working for you like that anymore, this is going to enable you to take that expertise to find, or to be led to people who kind of represent that opposite principle so you can support them, versus those of you who will be contacted by these people who used to run stuff and now they're supporting you because you're up next. And I'm using that as an example. It's not as specific to that. It's not like certain people will feel this and other people feel that, but it's a theme I want to play around with because you're going to start to see this in a very wild capacity. People, events, cultural, significance that you would have never thought would ever lose relevance is losing relevance because we're getting ready for 2025, the New World Order. 2024 is going to bring with 2023 an end to everything that we've known. And this is, of course, during this process, preparing for the next Renaissance, preparing for, of course, the new leaders and the next generation. Something to keep in mind. This could literally even just speak to a part of yourself you're having to put away so that you can focus on a new part of yourself. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this transit. This is now rewards from career. So this is going to give you the results of how well you've done with this new moon Scorpio, full moon Gemini. And that's going to look like all the right people you're meant to move forward with to blast off. So once the moon's in Scorpio, we're going to get ready to go into that rocket ship, say goodbye to this old reality, transcend that wisdom, and then new moon in Sag, we blast off, okay? The moon that's going to oppose Chiron and also square Pluto and King Kunk's Uranus and Neptune will supply a logical, balanced understanding of the supernatural mechanics that allow you to directly apply these ascended abilities. So this is what's going to make it make sense. And this is why it's not going to be like you're gradually led into understanding it. It just kind of happens. All right. Because subconsciously you have been connecting the dots and now it's surfacing to your consciousness. Boom. Godspeed, y'all.